welcome back to what I believe is going to be a side story where we also try to date Damien.
I just want to know more about him. I don't think I want to date him.
Let's do it.
Never give up, never remember.
Never remember? I read it.
When
but
lifting weights, use proper form and a full range of motion.
Yeah.
that's good advice. Oh, these tips from the dads. Not tips for dads. Damien seems really interesting. A little odd, but interesting. I think I should hang out with him to get to know him a little better.
Ellie's playing Smite.
We still didn't turn off the Steam overlay.
No.
I mean, what's a Steam overlay? I don't know what the 4 is. I navigate to Damien's dad book page and type out a message. Hey dude, you seem cool. We should hang out sometime. I sit there for a minute before I see that Damien's typing. Then he keeps typing.
If
And
I have
typing.
to read out an entire essay in a voice I don't remember.
I told you, he talked like this. Man, is this guy writing a novel? I leave the computer to make some coffee. And he's still typing. I sip my coffee and the computer finally dings. Oh well, you don't have to read it, it's okay.
Cornelius! I must confess my excitement to receiving
Yeah,
your
there's the
kind
voice.
letter, for as you see, I do find myself available to enjoy your company. I must ask for your forgiveness, however, as I believe our first meeting did not paint me in the gentlemanly manner as I would have liked.
Yeah, that's what you're doing. Oh whoa, there's more.
I would be highly flattered to enjoy your companionship at my residence. Can we not go to his house, please? For an afternoon
Too late.
tea and a stroll around my garden, should it please you. Then, till then, adieu. Yours humbled, D. Blood March. Can we go back to the menu, please?
Nope.
We're in
I
this.
stare at the screen and reread the letter several more times. Hey, Amanda, can you help me with something?
Dad, for the last time, I'm not popping your back pimples.
Oh,
Cornelius, buddy. No. Can you interpret this for me? I turn the computer to Amanda and she squints at Damien's message. I just don't understand NetSpeak. Like, is this how you kids communicate with each other now?
Totally. This is the hot new thing. See, Dad, kids got over saying lol and LMAO or whatever and decided that what they needed to do was bring it back to the 1800s.
So what do I do?
Where's your pen and quill?
What?
Did you forget to unpack the pen and quill? Dad, how will we address the nobleman in regards to your upcoming debutante ball?
Okay, now I know you're messing with me.
Father, without a proper chaperone, you'll never end up with a suitor worthy of our land. Or our dowry. Or...
So you read Pride and Prejudice for school one time and now you're reciting things you know about it back to me, aren't you?
like the first 5 pages. Then I read a review of the movie. Still got a B though.
Great. So what do I say to Damien?
I got this.
Amanda reaches over me and types on the keyboard.
LOL. Sure thing, dude. Regards, Cornelius.
That's perfect. Amanda hits send and smiles at me. Amanda's so good.
This face.
Oh.
I love her face.
Oh.
It's so good. It's like you could cut out that picture and just reply whenever you're like making a pun.
Yeah.
Like it's like a eh.
Well, I suppose that's that. Holy fuck.
Yeah, okay, can we go back to the menu? I'm not okay with
Well,
this.
it's a good thing this guy's not a vampire. Will this be scary?
You're okay with this?
What do you mean, why aren't I okay with this? What the fuck
Are
is
those
this?
goat gargoyles?
Or
Look,
frogs?
We're just dating fucking, what's his name?
Dracula.
They
I
kind of
was
look
going
like
to
these are
say,
giant frogs' legs.
What's the dads in the Adams family?
Gomez?
Gomez. Yeah, we're dating Gomez Adams.
We're dating
Why?
Selena
I don't
Gomez.
want to break up Gomez and Leticia.
Well, Letitia probably
Morticia?
doesn't exist in this universe.
I mean, they know about all the other bands. Why wouldn't they know about the Adams family? I know it's not a band, but
I know.
it's like
I
a
know.
pop culture
They got that
reference.
catchy song though, right? Do
Yeah.
do do do. Do 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 do.
You speak.
You speak.
Fine. I make the short walk over to Damien's house.
Do-do-do-do.
Well, I guess you can't really call it a house. It's more of a manor, estate.
Do-do-do-do.
The Gothic architecture looms above the other homes in the cul-de-sac.
It's in the same fucking cul-de-sac.
Yeah, they all live in the same cul-de-sac. We've
Weird-
been there already.
Weirdly, his house is always cloaked in perpetual darkness, even though it's a
I thought
bright
he
noon.
painted it black. There's
Oh,
a whole
yeah, that's
conversation
right.
point.
Damien did used to have a red door. I walk past a couple of gargoyles guarding the front door and look around for a doorbell. There doesn't seem to be one. I pull the large, ornately carved bat's head door knocker,
This is how we die.
and a hollow sound echoes throughout the house as I strike it against the door.
This is how we die.
Boy, it's a good thing this guy is not a vampire. I wait several moments before the door slowly creaks
I
open.
think you've beat that horse a little bit much.
Well, you see, if I keep on saying it, it'll come around back to being funny again. That's the secret of humour. You just have one joke and you repeat it over and over and over again.
No.
It's a little creepy, but I enter the house and take a few steps into the foyer, noting the oil portraits of who I assume are dead relatives hanging on the wall.
Or undead relatives.
One is a dog that looks like a bit like a ferret.
The cake. Yeah. As I'm admiring, the front door slams shut behind me. Hello? Silence. An oil lamp in the corner flickers dimly, casting ominous shadows against the wall.
There's clearly lights on those walls.
Wait, is it just him and his son in this giant mansion?
Apparently.
Yeah. Also, what's the difference between a manor and a mansion?
Is the
Keep
heater
going.
actually on? Did you turn it on?
I thought it is.
Why do I feel like all the people in these paintings are staring straight at me? Why is it so cold in here? Where's Damien?
Hold on, I'm just gonna fix the heater. Because I don't.
You want to clicky that mouse, Sam? Yeah.
No, you didn't turn it on.
Ah.
There is an on switch here.
Ah. Let's see.
Cornelius, pleasure to have you in my home.
I look up and see Damien standing at the top of a majestic staircase with a walking candle holder. What's with the door slamming shut?
He said "oh" in a voice that's not like his voice at all.
Well, it's not my fault.
Oh,
People that made the
sorry.
game doesn't know what his voice is
There
like.
was a draft.
And the door creaking open when I knocked.
I accidentally left the door unlocked.
And the creepy oil paintings.
I like oil paintings.
Right.
Right. Please, let me show you around!
Okay. See, he's great. What's not like to like? Damien leads me around his house, showcasing his parlour, sitting room, auxiliary sitting room, and the parlour again for some reason.
Oh.
This is one of the older homes on the block, yes, but nowhere near as old as the architecture might suggest. Through extensive renovations, I have been able to craft a residence that is both historically accurate to the Victorian period and equipped with the amenities of any modern dwelling.
We walk past a door covered in bumper stickers, caution tape, and a black parade poster. Did they listen to My Chemical Romance in the Victorian era?
That's my son's room. You know how the rebellious teenage years are. Onward, onward, there's more to see.
We reach a door at the end of the hall that Damien opens with a flourish.
And this is the library. That's cool. What the fuck? I'm not okay with this.
That was Sam's fault.
Was that Sam skipping? Did you skip
What
my
did I
lines
skip?
again?
I don't know.
I don't know
You
either.
keep clicking that button. Don't do it.
No, I'm not clicking that button.
You
Well,
did
you-
just then. That's how it skipped.
Oh.
Sunlight streams in from floor-to-ceiling arched windows. The walls are lined with packed bookshelves, and even more books are scattered over the period-appropriate furniture. Damien is clearly
I
really
like
proud of this room.
I actually like this room, apart from the butterflies. I'm not a big fan.
Pick up a book, look out the window.
That's enough of the tour.
What do you want to do, Alistair?
Let's pick up a book.
Oh no!
Aha!
You know, Cornelius, in the Victorian era, there was some controversy surrounding reading. Many people thought the more tawdry novels would encourage youth into a life of crime and would cause too much of a distraction from work and school.
I pull out a book at random, examine the worn cover. Opening it, I turn to a random page and read aloud. Naruto struggled.
God damn it!
Naruto struggled against the chains that Sasuke had bound him.
Why?
Shirtless and out of breath, he looked over to Sasuke. Sasuke smirked, unbuttoning his ninja pants.
Okay, I think that's enough. He's got fucking. He's got like fan fiction.
It's like slash fic, it's even
Oh
better.
my god!
Ah, I didn't see that coming.
Also the look on his face, he's like, oh,
Oh no.
Jesus.
you didn't see that. Damien snaps the book shut and pushed it back onto the shelf.
That's A rare book from my private collection.
You know, those Victorians really into Naruto.
Butterflies.
No. Why are we in this tour? I don't want to be here anymore.
Wait, just because of the Naruto?
I said I didn't want to be here before we entered the house.
Well, we're learning about Damien.
So we moved into the house, which wasn't where you said you didn't want to be.
What?
You said you didn't want to be here, so we moved somewhere else.
Hey, Peter. I walk up to the glass display of pin bugs on the wall. It's pretty impressive. Nice bugs.
I pinned them all myself. Maybe I could show you how sometime.
I'm concerned I'd stick the pin right through my finger.
Ah, the pinner's gambit.
Is that a thing?
No.
I walk to the window and am greeted by a beautiful view of Damien's backyard. It showcases a beautiful view of the rest of the cul-de-sac. Hey, I can see Greg on his lawn.
Craig. His name was Craig.
Craig.
Not Greg.
He's doing push-ups with his daughters on his back.
Sorry, I'm confused about the geography, don't worry.
It's...
If he's looking over the backyard, why is he sitting in the cul-de-sac?
Maybe his backyard's at the front of his house? Damn. He sees me and waves happily, doing push-ups with one hand now.
They're at the corner bit and he's like looking out across.
Yes, I like
They could be at the back of the cul-de-sac.
Okay, that makes sense.
Damn.
Did you know that Victorians spent at least 20 hours a week gazing longingly out of full-length windows?
Wait, really?
No. But Victorians did appreciate telling a good joke.
Oh, well, let me know if you hear one.
Please, will you join me for tea?
I follow Damien to a sitting room, where finger foods have already been set out upon a beautiful, tiered silver tray. I take a seat in one of the high-backed chairs as Damien pours and serves me some tea.
I can't believe we're having a high tea. I never thought I'd get to this. To do this.
Says Cornelius.
Oh, sorry, there's something in my throat.
I thought it was Damien, I'm sorry.
Damien smiles to himself.
He's just talking to himself now.
What?
It's a common misconception that high tea refers to the wealth or class of the people enjoying it, when in fact the high refers to both the later time of day that the working class had to enjoy tea, and the height of the tables on which they're served.
And you also
the
have
nuggets
some...
they had.
Yeah, you also have some of that dope nugs, right?
What? Can you not?
No? Oh. Oh.
My dear friend, we're currently enjoying afternoon tea.
That's informative. Damien takes a seat next to me and serves me a tiny sandwich.
There are a lot of...
I like your cape.
I like your cape. Okay, yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah. It's a cloak, actually, but thank you. Victorian fashion is very important to me. Really?
You pull
We
it
couldn't
off quite
tell.
well.
Oh, thank you.
I'd like to pull it off quite well.
No, we're not flirting with this guy.
This is true.
Then why have we been making all the love hearts?
We're making friends. They're friend love hearts. They're platonic love hearts.
Oh, that's right, okay.
There wouldn't be
If we
pickles
see
involved.
any eggplant.
Yeah, that's when you know. That's how you know a guy's into you. It's when you see the eggplants.
God,
Come out.
this is not a good message.
When in doubt, eggplant out.
Well,
Okay,
that's
no
the
one
episode
knows
title.
the personal joke. You need to put a little caption that's like, personal joke.
People know. People understand when in doubt, whip it out. It's a known thing.
Is it? So you mean you didn't just invent that one
No.
time?
It's a thing.
It's an established cultural
No.
artifact.
Regardless of my historical leanings, it's very important to me to present myself well. It has taken a long time to come up with a style that's both true to form and representative of myself, but I'm very happy with how I dress. I do get some strange looks, yes, but it's something that brings me a great deal of joy, so I don't mind.
To be able to wake up in the morning, pick from my closet a variety of cloaks, waistcoats, top hats, and even binders that are period appropriate feels amazing. How's that?
Perfect.
Thanks. You wear top hats?
You don't?
What got you so interested in golf stuff?
Well, when I was a young boy, my father,
Did he take you into the city?
Fucking damn it.
Yes! I love Cornelius.
Oh
like,
my god,
if
it's
I
so
could
good.
have a best friend like Cornelius.
With My Chemical Romance shout back. Shout
Yeah.
back?
Flashback.
Cool back.
Cool back.
Did you say my tape dispenser?
What?
No, that's yours. Sorry?
Did you guys see a marching band?
I'm afraid I don't understand.
You're serious?
Of course.
But it's, the song. Amanda made me listen to it. Seriously?
I'd love to see a marching band. Nevertheless, I've always had a love for art, history, and fashion. What started off as a small hobby of collecting taxidermied animals. No one is going to want to watch this.
Why not? I want to watch this.
Grew into a sort of an obsession. It's a privilege to be able to appreciate the lives and culture of those who come before us, I think.
Why not go all the way?
I like not dying when I catch a cold.
He takes a sip of tea.
I can acknowledge that there were many terrible things about the Victorian era, and try to live life that strictly aligns with those ideals would be admittedly horrid. But I think it takes a critical mind to truly appreciate something to the fullest, to be cognizant of its flaws and love it all the same. Tell me, Cornelius, do you have any hobbies? No. No hobbies!
We like coffee. Oh man, I do, but I don't know if I care about anything the way you care about this stuff.
Well, I'd love to hear about your interests. Hearing someone talk about the things they're passionate about is intriguing, and quite honestly, rather attractive.
We definitely don't have any hobbies in that
Please, do tell me about your hobbies!
Quick, sound sophisticated. I love me some word
I
jumpers.
learned how to juggle once. I like watching soap making videos on these.
These are all pretty good options, aren't they?
Yeah.
What do you reckon?
Soap making videos.
Do it. Soap is an important advancement in modern society. Getting rid of germs and stuff. I'd say that the people who make soap are the true heroes here. To watch them work is an honour. I tried making some with Amanda once, and we both had to go to the doctor for the rashes. Which I guess goes to show that we should leave it to the professionals.
Did you and me both read that the same way?
Yeah, I think we did. It's just the punctuation.
What did you read? Actually, no, it's going to be my turn. We finish our tea and finger sandwiches.
Sandwiches had a good time.
Come, I have one more thing to show you.
He unzips his fly.
Stop!
He unbuttons
Oh my
his
god, this is
flag.
beautiful. Look at this garden.
Huh.
Oh my god.
Damien takes me round the back of his home, where a variety of flowers flourish in a beautifully landscaped rows. A small stone path weaves through it, and butterflies flit lazily through the
What's
air.
with this fucking background?
It's a different style, isn't it?
No, I mean, like
The
in the
mountains?
distance.
No, that's just his back fence.
Oh, maybe, yeah. He's got a little, like...
Actually,
that's
his
where the
entire
mountains
house,
of Mordor are.
his entire house is inside like a fake crocodile mouth,
Oh, man.
and those are the
Oh,
bottom
damn.
two.
I like it.
That's pretty sweet.
I like your fiction. It's good.
My garden.
It's beautiful.
Thank you. Victorians took flowers and floral arrangements very seriously. You see, it was considered uncouth to discuss personal and romantic relationships in public. Oh god, he's brought us to the garden. So lovers and friends alike would use bouquets to send secret messages to each other. Every flower and plant is symbolic of different feelings.
Even more interesting is that one flower could mean different things depending on the other plants it was paired with. One had to be extremely careful, as even the style in which the ribbon was tied around the bouquet affected the message.
Yeah,
Well, this
so one
is
ribbon
bad.
means like fuck you, and the flowers mean I love you, and you get them and you're just like, what?
What do you want? What do you want from me here? Damien leans down and plucks a gorgeous, bright orange flower off of a vine.
Lilium bulbiferium. The orange lily. What do you think this one means?
Lillian.
Thou art the tightest.
3 cheers for sweet revenge. My loins are ablaze.
Let's not do the
Thou
suggestive
art
one.
the tightest.
Thou art the tightest?
Why? This is not what we wanted!
Yes! Oh, I'm so happy.
The orange lily is actually symbolic of pure hatred.
Oh, wait, we were wrong.
That's why I wanted to do the revenge one.
But he likes them.
Oh.
Well...
And that's precisely why floral arrangement is so challenging. What's your favorite type of flower?
What?
Snapdragons?
I don't want to make any decisions.
I like
I do not want to be responsible for what happens.
sunflowers.
Sunflowers.
I like sunflowers.
They remind me of sunshine, and then you can eat the seeds as a delicious snack.
What a practical choice.
My stomach grumbles. Oh man, no one sunflower seeds.
Is it because he gave up smoking?
I'll have to remember that when I put together a bouquet for you.
Oh,
He'd put together a bouquet for me? Nobody's ever given me a bouquet before. I follow Damien down the footpath and admire more of his beautiful flowers. Suddenly a phone rings.
Oh, Cornelius, will you excuse me? I must take this. It's like a ringtone.
Wait, what's it play? Ah, stop. He pulls a cell phone out of his pocket. I'm a little surprised it's not a rotary phone. Go for it. Damien smiles and walks back to the house. Take a deep breath and enjoy the heavily perfumed air. What a lovely yard.
Run away.
This makes me wish I'd put a little more effort into the
Sound like a
garden.
cat.
Amanda and I tried to start one time.
You guys keep going.
Yeah, no worries. Watermelons grew to the size of cherry tomatoes and then immediately died.
Oh, mini watermelons.
Yeah, but they wouldn't be any good, would they? He has to keep on going, right? Let's keep on going. We can rock this.
I'm worried about her, though.
Seems where he got it. Oh, we can just take a break.
You just hear Sam upstairs. Freya! Freya, where are you?
Yeah, it's the background ambience in the garden. Just imagine Sam's hiding in this garden. Freya!
Freya!
Oh, that's the neighbourhood bum. He keeps on sneaking into my garden. I don't know why.
You're editing this, aren't you?
Yes.
Can you keep that in?
Oh, hey, a gargoyle. Oh no, I knocked over the gargoyle. Wait, is that the end?
Exercise regularly in your state. Oh,
Oh, it's a mini game?
It's a mini game.
Okay, you got this.
Okay, oh shit.
It's a...
Where's the mouse? Oh god.
Oh wow, that's
okay,
the head.
That's the
head.
head.
See on the one on the left. Oh no, that's...
Oh
Oh
god.
god, there's not many times. That looks...
There's not many times?
That way around?
That way?
Yeah, like that. Nice,
Okay.
now the middle one.
Now the middle one. Ah, there we go.
Okay, good
It's
job.
hard
But
to
it's
see
the head's
what
upside
they-
down. The head's upside down. Can
Is
you see
it? How do I rotate it?
Why don't you move up?
Ah! You're a genius.
Yeah, it's our secret.
Yeah.
Phew, that was a close one. Uh-oh, here comes Damien. He looks upset.
Cornelius, my sincerest
Blah.
apologies to have kept you waiting. There's an urgent matter that I must attend to, so I'm afraid I must take my leave.
You okay then? No problem, dude. Everything alright? Damien worries the hem of his coat with his fingers and looks away.
Everything is perfectly fine, but it's Lucian.
What's wrong?
He appears to have, well, his teacher needs me to come to the school post haste.
Did he try to burn down a police station? Because I got some tips. Oh, did you need help?
Oh no, you don't have to.
Let me come with you. Us dads got to stick together. Even if your arsehole kid did lead me astray one time.
Right, this is one of Lucian's more elaborate stunts. I would greatly treasure having another parent by my side.
Let's go.
I think we accidentally married him.
Damien and I walk into the school and are immediately greeted by an anxious-looking Hugo. Hey, Damien, you're here in record time.
I wouldn't miss it for the world, dear friend.
Well, whatever it is, doesn't
Why
seem
don't
like this
they-
is Humi and Dago's first time.
You mean
Wait, what did I say?
Hume and Damio.
Oh, those are Shakespeare characters.
They said you mean Dago.
Dago.
Whatever their names are, it's not their first time to the "my kids are in trouble"
Maybe those two should
rodeo.
get together.
I think so.
What is it this time?
This, Damien, you have to see to believe. Oh, this, Damien, you have to see to believe. Let's have a
This
take.
Damien, you have to see to believe.
Here's a mirror. Oh, you're not showing up at it for some reason. That's weird.
What is
How
wrong with you?
Damien and I fall into step behind Hugo, who leads us through the busy corridors of the school. We pass by several classes in session, and I vaguely wonder if Amanda's around. Hugo eventually ushers us into a small boiler room with a flight of rickety stairs leading down into the darkness. What's your step? I can hear faint voices drifting up from the basement, and they don't sound happy. As I'm led into the depths of the school, I recall the antics I got into as an angsty middle schooler. At least I had enough sense to stay out of creepy basements. Oh god. We find another teacher in a boiler room tucked away in the back of the basement. With him are Lucian and Ernest, Hugo's son. Lucian has a bloody nose.
Oh no. Thanks for coming. I can't make heads or tails of this.
I look around the scene of the crime and see a bunch of bricks and some masonry tools scattered around.
What happened here?
Ernest punched me.
Lucian tried to kill me.
What?
The room falls silent.
I was not trying to kill. Oh wait.
I was not. I was not trying to kill you, dumbass. I was just trying to build a brick wall around you and see what would happen.
You promised that there was wine down here. You tricked me.
Whoa. Wait a second, Lucian. Did you try to cask of Amontillado Ernest?
I'm neither confirming nor denying that.
I turn to Damien and whisper to him, What's cask of Amontillado?
It's a classic Allen Poe.
Go on. I think I've heard of him.
It's a classic Edgar Allan Poe short story where a man gets his enemy drunk, lures him down to his cellar with the promise of wine of a fine vintage, then buries him alive behind a brick wall.
That's,
It's a lovely story.
So wait, Lucian, you tried to do that to him?
I was curious to see how it would turn out. I wasn't actually going to leave him there.
What was the thought process here? That Ernest was just going to sit still while you slowly built a tomb around him?
Well, it worked for like 20 minutes because he's an idiot. But then he realised that I had lied about the wine.
God, what is wrong with
Ernest,
these
please.
people? And you were cackling maniacally. That sort of tipped me off.
Ernest, 20 minutes.
Dad.
It took you 20 minutes.
What did he just
Son,
say?
we just did an entire...
He was like, sweet. Something.
It took you 20 minutes, son. We just did an entire 2-week unit on the cask of Amontillado, and it took you 20 minutes to realise Lucian was leading you into an elaborate ruse. That's what he's mad about?
Yes.
Did you even read the story?
I read the first 5 pages. And then I
Wait,
read a
we didn't hear
review
this-
of...
That's exactly what Amanda
Yes,
did.
that's the joke.
Well, I just wanted to... I thought it sounded familiar.
You're right.
It's only
in
5
the
pages
gap.
long and there is no movie.
Haha, yeah, you're right. I paid Lucian to read it for me.
Actually, he didn't even pay me. So when you think about it, this was me teaching him a lesson.
These two are both idiots.
Yes.
Damien... Yes, eh? Damien and Hugo both have their heads in their hands.
You guys are always telling me to engage in the literature, and I did. I don't see a problem here. Alright, I'm fine with Sumner. What the hell? Don't do whatever that was again. You two are both suspended for a week.
You're there, no trying to entomb your classmate in a tomb.
Ernest, Lucian, high five.
The teacher starts to stomp up the stairs.
Hugo, I'll cover your class. Take your son home. Mr. Bloodmarch, you too.
Thank you for your mediation.
Yeah, I thought it said medication. I'm glad you read the right one.
Thank you for your medication.
That's what I say.
It's a relief to finally have these dank ass nugs.
No!
Oh my fucking god. Why?
We all head up the stairs and out of the school in tense silence.
I'm just here.
I drive back to my old house.
God.
Lucian, Damien and I all pile into my car and begin the drive home. Lucian immediately puts his hood up and stares out the window angrily.
I'm not going to therapy again.
know, son. It's entirely up to you whether or not you want to go. But I care about you, and I can see that you're struggling. So if you do decide you'd like to speak to a professional about your feelings, we can do that too. Maybe you can spend this next week looking for a summer job, I know how much you want your own car.
Yeah, I like man. I can't believe how... keeping us cool. Damien is. I can't believe it. I can't believe Damien's keeping us cool. I'm impressed.
Where is he keeping it?
Up his sleeveys.
Fine. Thanks for not freaking out too hard.
I love you, son.
Lucien continues staring out the window. I feel really awkward right now.
Love you too.
We spend the rest of the drive in relative silence. Oh, okay, so those two have a better relationship than I thought. That's nice.
Yeah.
The moment we pull into the driveway, Lucien hops out of the car, slams the door, and runs inside.
I didn't expect to have that conversation in front of you. He and I have a lot we need to work out.
It's alright. And all things considered, Lucien's bricklaying was pretty good. So there's your silver lining.
There is that, yes.
It's just a face.
The second
bricklaying
or
phase?
third one?
Second.
Okay. Really admire you handled that. You're a lot more diplomatic with him than I would have been.
I just want what's best for him, and I don't think yelling at him would do either of us any favours.
It really does. You're a good dad. His gherkins fly out of him. See you around soon?
It would be an honour and my pleasure.
Damien.
Why does he have his hand like that all of the time?
He's about to play Yu-Gi-Oh card.
You've
I
discovered
played
my
Pot of
trap.
Greed.
You've activated my trap card.
It's like the pose that what's it, the woman.
I don't know.
I think of it it's like an anime pose. You have like the girl going ho ho ho.
Yeah.
Damien bows with a flourish. Bows with a flourish?
Bows.
Damien
You
Bowen.
dense motherfucker.
he runs up to Cornelius and ties a ribbon around him.
Now see, this ribbon means I want to see you again.
God.
Classy.
Go arrange your flowers.
We're never going to see him again.
Go. Say classy.
I did!
Okay.
I come home and find Amanda curled up on the couch with a blanket, watching TV.
On the couch, she's standing there.
Look, mate. give him a break. I plop down next to her.
Yo.
What you watching?
Tiny House Hunting Brothers Extreme Edition.
I hate this show. The couple on screen bickers back and forth while standing in an extremely small house made out of recycled bottles. The Tiny House Hunting Brothers watch them with bemused expressions, both of their heads touching the low ceiling.
I told you I wanted a 2-bed, 2-bath, shabby chic cottage. This house don't even have a bathroom.
But honey, the outhouse is only 20 yards away. It's not that bad.
I am not pooping outside, Greg.
That's Craig. Why don't they just get a regular sized house?
It would have been the best joke if you just read it as Craig. I don't know. How'd afternoon tea go?
It got strange. We had to go to the school to pick up Lucien since he tried to...
He lured Ernest down to the cellar with the promise of fine vintage and then tried to brick him into the wall, right?
How do you know that? Has everyone read the story except for me?
Lucien live streamed the entire thing.
I'm impressed you had Wi-Fi down there. Because cellars, it's not normally good reception. This entire day is beyond me. But otherwise, it was a fun day. That Damien guy's a character, but he really is good company. He's also a fan of Naruto, believe it or not. Anyway, he's a surprisingly diplomatic dad.
I dig his style.
You know what? Me too.
Go ask your mother. We've seen that tip before.
That's a good tip.
Yay! Mandels.
Mandels? Oshu Summer. Yeah, see,
How
that's
do you
the...
get grill dad points?
I think these are all just jokes.
We-
Phenomenal date.
That's what he sounds
That's
like?
what he sounds like? Yeah, it's exactly
That's
the
a
voice you're doing.
phenomenal
That was a phenomenal date.
Oh,
That sounds about right.
Come into my laboratory.
Oshu-sama.
oh heavens to
Heavens to Murgatroyd.
Yeah, that's the one. I got stuck on the Murgatroyd.
Well, thank you everyone for joining us on this wonderful date.
It was a fun date. There's lots of funny
I
stuff.
apologise for the obnoxious voice.
That's fine.
That's mean.
That's the
my
best
one
part.
of these voices pretty good. See you guys.